to that, I spent 11 years as a musician in the United States Marine Corps. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today. Let's do a second movement of the Granger, please.
Onsby, is there a good general flow going on about your conducting? I want you to think about when you go to give preparatory gestures, like right there, a lot of times they lift and they take away from the music a little bit too much because it's a little too fast in relation to where we're leaving time. Yeah, good for you, good for you. The other thing I would say at the beginning is it needs a little bit more resistance between the pulses. You know, so I would always talk about moving through the beat as opposed to at it. And I think in this piece, it's so crucial to move through it as opposed to think about moving at the pulse. Yeah, so stay engaged with the group. I mean, you can hear the pedal point underneath the soloist right now is feeling like we're not sure we should keep playing with great security. So keep your hands engaged with the players and keep your eyes and your torso engaged. And then you really obviously become engaged in this moment here. Yeah, keep an evenness between your gesture. Keep moving your gesture really evenly, Onsby. You're gonna kind of pulling and snapping away from the beat now, and you gotta keep pushing at evenness between the pulses.
Okay, so
Very sensitive
nicely done,
ending,
Onsby.
Onsby.
We're going to work now since with the previous conductor we worked in the middle of the piece. Let's work at the end of the piece now.
Great.
So we'll do just this last business. Here, I will tell you that at 29, the dynamic that's printed in the woodwinds where it says forte is a mistake.
Okay.
Having seen the manuscript at the Granger Museum, I don't know why this is one that wasn't changed in this edition, but that should be, everyone should be piano at the beginning of 29.
Okay.
Just FYI, then everybody makes the same crescendo. Same as like most of the brass are indicated that way. So then the issue, I think that usually I'm not a person who says to people, okay, you must conduct by memory and all that. I think the second movement of this, you kind of have to memorize it, you know, to make it really work effectively. Because, and it really is if you just memorize it from the standpoint that it is a pattern, it's just that you just have to remember where it breaks out of the pattern, that's all. You know, so you remember which time it's 6 beats instead of 5 beats, you know, things like that. So that's really all you have to keep track of. So the task is to get this almost clingingly business as this melodic build happens going to this arrival point. And where is the arrival point, by the way, here?
I really feel like it's at 34 for me. That's where I'm trying to place it.
Where in 34?
Third beat.
The downbeat.
Yeah.
The beat one.
I
That's
think
where I'm feeling it anyway.
I think it's here on beat 3. I think it's extended past beat 1. I think the melodic music does exactly what it says. They make this diminuendo, but it's the horns. It's this fantastic clash in the horns that I believe Granger writes about in this letter. Is it printed here? Somewhere it's printed at the back of the
I have the book, but I don't have it up.
No, here. Look at the back. He even talks about it, right? Right here. The phrase mark gets new harmonics each verse with a heightening of discordant intenseness each time, and then he draws it here. The clash of the G natural versus G sharp, C natural versus C sharp, in the 4th verse, on so harsh a medium as the military band gave Ella and me a real thrill. It had a, what is that word? Nervous
Your guess is as good
sound
as mine.
somehow. Anyway, and it goes on. But anyway, so I would, I think that that's a key moment here.
Okay.
If you think of it being extended to the 3rd movement and bringing out the horns, I think that might change your view of that just a little bit. Then, for me, the ending of the piece happens too abruptly. I mean, Granger's piece happens too abruptly. So I think, try it this time. You've done it. You've marked it here, of slowing off even more here. And I'll be honest, I subdivide this and give each one of these and turn this last beat into a fermata.
Okay.
Zing, dum, be, ba, and then it finally dies here. So let's just try all of that.
Okay.
Maybe starting from 29, is that okay?
That sounds great.
Good.
29.
Good. But there's something that's too not intense enough about this. Now, I don't mean you have to ask them to play louder, but I think there has to be a little more intensity in the line and in the air here. Now, and this is a technical thing, the more intense the music gets, the more you walk around on the podium. Don't do that, okay? Because it actually just takes away from the intensity. Okay, you're going to do this again, 29.
Okay. 29.
Let it fill up with air. Be a little bit bigger here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
So you see how Professor Junkin's moving through the pulse, and you're kind of moving at it. You're kind of stagnant where he tends to move through it.
Okay, we can talk. But that's the idea. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Nice work today on that, Onsby.
Nice going. You bet.